Hi guys, today I'll be starting with the most important chapter of your FYJC accounts, that is final accounts of proprietary concern. Final accounts of proprietary concern. I had briefed you all in the regular lectures how this chapter is important. Again I am repeating. Final accounts, what is final account? I'll come in 2 minutes. Is a chapter which is going to be there every year till the time you study accounts. What you all are going to do in FYJC now is final accounts of proprietary concern, that is final accounts of sole trader. Next year in SYJC you will be having final accounts of partnership firm. After that, there will be final accounts of manufacturing concern, final accounts of companies, final accounts of banking companies, insurance companies, all that will come in degree college depending upon what course you go for. So this chapter, final accounts, is a very important chapter. At FYJC level, as I told you, this is final accounts of sole trading concern. Next year in SYJC, you have final accounts of partnership firm. Now what you are going to study here, 75% is same what you all are going to study in SYGC. And in this year as well as next year, you will be getting a compulsory question of 12 to 15 marks. SYGC may it is 12 marks. FYGC may it would depend upon your college 12 or 15. Along with objectives, another 2 to 3 marks. So guys, study this chapter very carefully, as not only it is important from this FYJC year, but also it will be the foundation for the next year SYJC, where along with objectives, out of 80, you will be getting around 15 marks ka final accounts ka question, 12 marks ka practical sum with another 2 to 3 marks objective. Okay, that's why this chapter is very important. Now, coming into the chapter final accounts of proprietary concern. What do you mean by the name of this chapter? Let's start with the second half. Proprietary concern, I gave you the hint. Concern means organization. Concern means organization, and proprietary means sole trader. So proprietary concern means sole trading concern. You all have done it in OC and SP, OCM and SP. What is sole trader? Okay. Sole trader is what? Single person doing the business. So when I say proprietary concern means single person doing a business. Now, what is final accounts? You all know what is accounts. You all are doing this right from the starting of the year. Final. When I say final account means the accounts made at the last stage, or you can say last day of the year. The accounts which are made after the year gets over, that means on the last day or after the last day, is final accounts. On the very first day when we started FYJC, when we were studying what is bookkeeping, I told you before that only that one of the main motive of maintaining accounts is to find out the profit loss. Another main motive to know the financial position. Of course, we have studied different motives, but when I come to final accounts, there are two main motives of preparing final accounts. There are two main motives. Understand this. The first main motive is to know the profit, or loss, the profit earned or the loss incurred, and second, to know the financial position of business. To know the financial position. Of course, profit and loss is also for business only. So in short, you can say to know the profit loss or to know the financial position of the business. Now listen, as I told you, starting में also, this is the motive. These are the motives, in fact, both of them, not only for final accounts, but also for accounts. But when I come to final accounts, these are the two main motives, because till the time you don't know what is the profit earned or the loss incurred, what is the sense of continuing the business? If I know I'm making decent profit, then I'll continue. If I'm continuously running into losses, then why should I do the business? So that is one motive. And second, to know the financial position. Now you all know what is financial position. Very first we discussed. What is financial position? To know what are your assets, what are your liabilities. किससे कितना लेना है, किसको कितना देना है. If there is any amount receivable from somebody, what is that total amount receivable? If there is amount which is payable to somebody, what is the amount payable? So it is to know your assets, liability, and what is your capital on the last day of the year. Got it? So to know the profit or loss and to know the financial position. Financial position means knowing on the last day of the year how much is your assets, how much are your liabilities, how much is your capital. किससे कितना लेना है, receivable, that's a part of asset. When we go ahead, I'll tell you, मतलब in the coming classes, not today. किसको कितना देना है, it's a liability. Anything payable is a liability. And you all know the difference between assets and liabilities is capital. Starting में we have done accounting equation में capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. So these are the two motives. Now guys, listen very carefully. I'm going very slow with this chapter, and I'll be honest. When I start the main sums, the starting of the main sums from your exam point of view will come from the fourth lecture. Will come from the fourth lecture. अभी first three lectures में हम क्या करेंगे? I'll tell you in some time. First, let me get into detail of this point, and ये chapter में क्या क्या बनाना है. After that, I will come to that point, what I will be doing in the first three classes before I step into the fourth one. Now listen, temporary second point को भूल जाओ. What is the first main motive? To know the profit or loss. Now listen very carefully. When I say profit का there are different classification. Operating profit, non-operating profit, which we have done earlier in the starting. But when it comes to final accounts, now understand this very carefully. When it comes to final accounts, your profit will be classified in two categories. One is gross profit and the other is net profit. One is gross profit and the other is net profit. Gross profit, net profit. Understand what is the difference between gross profit and the net profit. Okay, I'll go very slow with the explanation. Gross profit. Gross profit is also called as direct profit. Now, let's take the example. You are into business of dealing in mobiles. You are into business of dealing in mobile phones. You purchase one mobile, say the average cost is 25,000. Your purchase cost of each mobile is 25,000. Your purchase cost of each mobile is 25,000. You sell it, say for example, for 35,000. Okay, I buy a mobile for 25,000 and I sell the same mobile for 35,000. So what happens? My profit 25,000 का मैंने 35 में बेचा. So can I say per mobile on this transaction I got a profit of 10,000? I got a profit of 10,000. So this 10,000 ka profit is my gross profit. Of course, इसमें there are certain other things, but I am not explaining right now. So this 10,000 is my gross profit. So the difference between my sale price and purchase price is my direct profit, which you can term as gross profit at this stage. इसमें भी points है, but at this stage you call it as gross profit for simple understanding. So this is my gross profit. Got it? ये हो गया gross profit. Now net profit. Net profit is nothing but final profit or the total profit at the end of the year after deducting all expenses and adjustment of all other incomes. Now listen, I'm making it very simple. पर मोबाइल मेरे को 10,000 मिला. लेट्स अज्यूम पूरे साल में यू सोल्ड 200 मोबाइल्स. पूरे साल में यू सोल्ड 200 मोबाइल्स. सो कितना हुआ? 4 and 2 6. I made a profit of 20 lakhs. Getting it? I'm just focusing on pure basic thing. इसमें explain करने को बहुत कुछ है, but I'm keeping it on hold at this stage, वरना confuse हो जाओगे. I'm just making it very simple at this initial stage of this chapter. 200 into 10,000, my profit is 20 lakhs. This is, as I told you, my gross profit. Now listen, what are you selling? Mobile phones. You are selling mobile phones. तुम शोरूम लेके बैठे हो. शोरूम का खर्चा है. शोरूम में एसी रहेगा, फर्नीचर रहेगा, where you stock and you display the mobile in a very marketing type, मतलब systematic way. If it is your rented showroom, you will be paying rent. तुमको every month electricity bill आएगा. As I told you, light fittings रहेगा, AC रहेगा, सेल्समैन रहेंगे, स्टाफ रहेंगे, अकाउंटेंट रहेगा. You have to pay them salary also. There will be different type of expenses. कौन से expenses? Forget it. I gave you a brief. Salary staff का, electricity bill, rent पे है तो every month का जो rent रहेगा वो, खुद का जगह रहेगा तो property tax, different types of expenses will be there. Traveling and conveyance रहेगा. You send delivery to the customer, delivery cost रहेगा. So let's take an example. Out of that 20 lakhs जो मैंने बोला, salary to staff, salary to salesman, electricity bill, rent, everything, let's say my total expenses 10 lakh rupees. So what will happen? 20 लाख का जो प्रॉफिट है उसमें मेरा 10 लाख का अदर एक्सपेंसेस है. That means what? The profit which I am getting in my hand is 10 lakhs. इनकम टैक्स भी होता है. FYJC लेवल में तुमको इनकम टैक्स नहीं है, बट प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में इनकम टैक्स भी होता है. सो नाउ 20 लाख में से 10 लाख इज माय अदर एक्सपेंसेस. सो जो मेरे हाथ में नेट आया, दैट इज प्रॉफिट ऑफ 10 lakhs. सो दिस 10 lakh का प्रॉफिट is my net profit. This 10 lakh का profit is my net profit. So net profit is the profit which you earn. Net profit is a profit which you earn after deducting all the expenses. So that is the difference between gross profit and net profit. I'll repeat, gross profit is also called as direct profit. In this example, again I am repeating, there are many things which comes here also, but वो detail में थोड़े टाइम के बाद जाऊंगा आज के लेक्चर में, but after some time. So right now understand, one mobile, my cost is 25, I am selling for 35. So 35 minus 25, 10,000 is my profit. I am assuming पूरे साल में मैंने 200 मोबाइल्स बेचे हैं. So एक मोबाइल पे 10,000 का प्रॉफिट. For 200 mobiles, my profit is 200 into 10,000, that is 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs is my gross profit. दूसरे expenses adjust करने के बाद my net profit is 10 lakh. So gross profit of 20 lakhs, but after deducting all expenses and adjustments, sorry, my net profit is 10 lakh. So this is the final profit after deducting all the expenses. Final profit after deducting all the expenses. So profit in two parts, gross profit and net profit. Got it? Now listen, what you are going to prepare. In each and every sum of this chapter, not in the starting ka sums, each and every sum when we get into the main part, every sum may there will be three things prepared. First, what we are going to prepare first is trading account. सबसे पहले बनेगा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. आई टेल यू कौन सी चीज किसके लिए बनेगी. सेकेंड, what you will make is profit and loss account. Second, what you will make is profit and loss account. And third, what you will make is balance sheet. Third, what you will make is balance sheet. So three things to be made in this chapter: trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Now guys, listen very carefully. Very important for objectives. FYJC में तो बहुत कॉमन आता है, FYJC में बैड. ध्यान से देखो, ट्रेडिंग क्या लिखा है? अकाउंट. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस क्या लिखा है? अकाउंट. बैलेंस शीट में अकाउंट है. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, P&L अकाउंट. बैलेंस शीट इज नॉट एन अकाउंट. बैलेंस शीट इज अ स्टेटमेंट which shows assets and liability ka detail. That is nothing but financial position. So balance sheet is a statement showing the details of assets and liabilities. That is nothing but financial position. So जो first motive है to know the profit and loss. Now see, I am making it simple for you. Profit, two parts: gross profit, net profit. Main purpose of preparing trading account. We prepare trading account to get the gross profit. We prepare trading account to get the gross profit. We prepare P&L account to get the net profit. We prepare P&L account to get the net profit, and the balance sheet is prepared to know the financial position. Balance sheet is prepared to know the financial position. So trading account is prepared to know the gross profit. Profit and loss is prepared to get the net profit, and balance sheet is prepared to know the financial position. So trading account to know the gross profit, profit and loss account, net profit, and third, balance sheet, which is for financial position. Balance sheet to know the financial position. Got it? So this is the base. Now listen, what I am going to do for the next 3 days before I come to the main sums from the fourth lecture. Today in this session, we will be doing two basic sums where we will just find out gross profit. That means two sums I will do now where we will just prepare trading account. आज we will just understand, after understanding this explanation, we will understand the base of preparing trading account, how trading account is prepared and how we get gross profit. In the next class, we will study preparation of trading P&L both. In the next class, we will study preparation of trading P&L both. Third lecture में we will study all three, but when we make all three, there are adjustments. In your exam, you will get minimum 4, 5, 6, 7, very rarely 8. So in the third class, we will do all three with just one basic adjustment. And from the fourth class, we will start taking more adjustment. So as I told you, I am going very slow for your benefit because this chapter is the most important chapter of your syllabus. Got it? So I'll repeat again. Object to know the profit loss. Profit divided in two parts, gross profit, net profit. I gave you the example. Gross profit find out करने के लिए we prepare trading account. Net profit find out करने के लिए we prepare P&L, and to know the financial position we prepare balance sheet. Trading account, profit and loss account. Balance sheet is not an account, it's a statement. True or false में आता है. Balance sheet is an account. False. Balance sheet is a statement. True. Got it? So this is. So now what I am going to do? I am solving two questions where we will just prepare trading account. Both the questions are attached below the video in the PDF. I'll just pause the video. I'll make the format of trading account so that I don't waste time in recording. वैसे भी board full हो गया है, तो I'll do one thing. I'll just rub the board. I'll make the format and I'll come back. Then I'll tell you कैसे बनाना है, कितना lines छोड़ना है. Okay? I'll just be back. Okay guys, taking the two basic sums what I mentioned, where we will just study how to prepare trading account. Okay, now see, let's read the question first. Extra question which I'll have below the video. From the following information, prepare trading account in the books of Akash for the year ending 31st March 20. Opening stock 25,000, purchases 2 lakh, sales 5 lakh, wages 1 lakh, carriage inward 20,000 and closing stock 40,000. Okay, now see, you just have to prepare trading account. I told you the main motive of preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit. Now see, first the format and then I'll tell you what comes in the trading account, debit as well as credit. You'll give the heading in the books of Mr. Akash. Trading account for the year ending 31st March 20. Year ending or year ended. Trading account for the year ending or year ended 31st March 20. Debit side पे particulars 2 columns of amount. Credit particulars 2 columns of amount. Length you keep around 8 lines. I'll tell you honestly, yes, some may the first column is not required, but you keep that tendency because next sum may lagega. Why? You will see it sometime. So I'll repeat, in the books of Akash, trading account for the year ending 31st March 20, particulars double column of amount debit side, particulars double column of amount credit side. इसमें year नहीं आता है because you are preparing on the last day of the year, heading आ गया 31st March 20. Got it? Now listen, what comes in trading account? As I told you, the main motive of preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit. The main motive of preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit. What I told you in the example, gross profit is direct profit. Gross profit is direct profit. Now listen very carefully. Trading account में क्या क्या आता है? Two major things to be kept in mind for trading account. First, any transaction relating to goods. First, any transaction relating to goods will come in trading account. If goods come in, you will debit trading account. If goods go out, you will credit trading account. If goods come in, you will debit trading account. If goods go out, you will credit trading account. First. Second, as I told you some time back, gross profit is direct profit. So all expenses which are of direct nature, I'll tell you what it is. All expenses which are of direct nature will be coming in trading account. Expenses of direct nature are those which are directly connected with purchase and production of goods. When you buy goods come in, so that I'll debit in the form of purchases. But if you incur any expenses like transport on purchase of goods, that is a direct expense, you will debit. When you produce goods, expenses incurred on production of goods will be debited to trading. Of course, production in detail you all have in degree college, where you will be preparing a separate manufacturing account. But here you can just keep in mind for explanation point of view. Salary. Now, if I pay salary to my office staff or my salesman, it is an indirect expense. It doesn't come in trading account. It will come in P&L. That we'll see in the next slide. But if I pay remuneration or salary to workers are associated with production of goods, or when the goods come in, you pay the wages, for loading, for getting the goods down and paying that expense. That is direct expenses. That is direct expenses. When the goods come in, unloading होता है, ट्रांसपोर्ट या मतलब ट्रक या टेम्पो में से गुड्स उतरता है, you pay that charges connected with purchase. So that is a type of direct expense. So transport on purchase of goods, or any custom duty if you're buying goods from abroad, custom duty, wages, all these are example of direct expenses. There are few other examples. As and when we proceed towards the chapter, I'll keep on explaining. Got it? So what comes in trading account? Goods going out, credit, goods coming in, debit, and all expenses of direct nature like carriage inward, transport on purchase, it's carriage inward only, custom duty paid on purchase of goods, wages paid to the workers, all that will come here. This maybe there are variations. As and when we proceed, I'll keep on explaining you. As far as the first day is concerned, this is enough. Okay? Chalo. Now, let's start the question. Again, I repeat, around 8 lines ka format banana. Let's take one by one. There are total 6 items. First, opening stock 25,000. Now guys, listen. Before we write, we should understand the meaning of each item. Opening stock. Stock is another name for goods. Stock is another name for goods. And when I say opening stock means the stock of goods on the first day of the year. Opening stock is stock of goods on the first day of the year. So, where should we write? You all have done ledger account, correct? Starting में. Closing balance of 1 month becomes the opening balance of next month. When you balance a ledger account, जो भी balance आया, closing balance of the previous month becomes the opening balance of next month. Same concept here. Last year, जब भी मैंने final account बनाया, जो मेरा गुड्स बचता है, the goods which remain with me on the last day of the year is called as closing stock. बचा हुआ stock, unsold stock of goods on the last day of the year is my closing stock. Now, that closing of previous year, next year it will become opening. So, what I told you, goods coming in debit trading account. लास्ट ईयर का क्लोजिंग स्टॉक लास्ट ईयर से निकल के करंट ईयर में आ रहा है, लास्ट ईयर से निकल के करंट ईयर में आ रहा है, देयरफॉर इट विल बी डेबिटेड टू ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, कम टू द डेबिट साइड ऑफ ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, राइट देयर टू ओपनिंग स्टॉक अकाउंट, दैट इज 25,000. okay, to opening stock account 25,000. Opening stock 25,000. I'll repeat the logic of opening stock debited is, it is my bacha hua remaining stock, closing stock of the previous year which is coming in the current year. Goods coming in debit trading, goods going out credit trading. Next, purchase is 2 lakhs. Simple. When I buy goods, when I purchase goods, goods आता है या जाता है? When I buy goods, purchase goods, goods आता है, goods come in, so debit trading account. So below opening stock, there is no need to leave a line. To purchase account, that is 2 lakhs. To purchase account, that is 2 lakhs. Next, sales. When I buy goods, goods come in. When I sell goods, goods go out. So sale of goods, goods going out, goods go out. So I will credit trading. So buy sales account, that is 5 lakh. याद रखना, for every sum and throughout the life of student where you all are going to study final accounts, wherever you prepare trading account, debit side का first item will always be closing stock, credit side का first item will always be sales. Debit side का first item will always be opening stock and credit side का first item will be sales. Next, wages. What I told you, salary paid to the workers is wages, and wages is a direct expense. It will always be debited to trading account. I give you the example of wages. So wages is a direct expense, come to the debit side of trading account. To wages, that is 1 lakh. To wages, that is 1 lakh. Got it? Next, carriage inward. I already gave you the example. Carriage means transport charges. Inward, अंदर आ रहा है, coming in. What will come in? The goods. What you purchase. The goods which I purchase, that will come in the business. So any expense, I told you earlier also, again repeating, any expense which is directly connected with purchase and production of goods will be a direct expense. And this is carriage inward. Carriage inward is a direct expense. It is transport charge on purchase of goods. Therefore, it will be debited to trading account. So, to carriage inward account, that is 20,000. To carriage inward account, 20,000. Got it? To carriage inward, that is 20,000. Clear with this? Direct wages and carriage inward, both are direct. In the next class, we will see carriage outward also. Again, we'll understand the difference between carriage inward and carriage outward, and we will see where carriage outward goes. So next class में देखेंगे. And the last thing, closing stock 40,000. I already gave you the hint. I hope few of you all must have got it where it will go. What I told you while writing the opening stock. ओपनिंग स्टॉक लिखने के टाइम पे मैंने क्या बोला? इट इज प्रीवियस ईयर का बचा हुआ रिमेनिंग अनसोल्ड स्टॉक विच इज कमिंग इन द करंट ईयर. प्रीवियस ईयर से बाहर निकल के करंट ईयर में आ रहा है. सी माई एक्सप्रेशन, प्रीवियस ईयर से बाहर निकल के करंट ईयर में आ रहा है. गुड्स आर कमिंग इन, सो आई हैव डेबिटेड ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. तो क्लोजिंग क्या हुआ? करंट ईयर का बचा हुआ स्टॉक है जो करंट ईयर से निकल के आने वाले नेक्स्ट ईयर में जाएगा. बट राइट नाउ आई एम इन द करंट ईयर. करंट ईयर से निकलेगा, इट विल गो आउट. गुड्स कम इन, डेबिट ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. गुड्स गो आउट, क्रेडिट ट्रेडिंग. सो क्लोजिंग स्टॉक विल बी क्रेडिटेड टू ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. व्हाई? बिकॉज वो करंट ईयर में से निकल के नेक्स्ट ईयर जाएगा. So therefore I will credit closing stock. But remember one thing, when you write closing stock ना, उसको सेल्स के इमीडिएट नेक्स्ट लाइन में नहीं लिखना. लीव फ्यू लाइन्स, सेकेंड लास्ट और थर्ड लास्ट लाइन में यू विल राइट देयर बाय क्लोजिंग स्टॉक अकाउंट. सॉरी कितना था? सॉरी ये मोबाइल घड़ी घड़ी लॉक हो जाता है. 40,000. So by closing stock account 40,000. Getting it? So I'll repeat. Opening stock comes in from the previous year. Goods coming in, so I debit. Closing stock current year का बचा हुआ goods मैं फेंक नहीं दूंगा, मैं उसको next year transfer करूंगा, next year बेचूंगा. So it goes out in the next year. There are other ways also of explaining this, but you stick to what I say. Better to understand, easy to understand. Got it? So see, opening stock purchases, goods coming in, so debited to trading. Wages carriage inward, direct expense debited to trading. Sales, goods going out, credited. Closing stock going in the next year. Got it? So this is the posting. Now what I told you, why we prepare trading account? Why we prepare trading account? We prepare trading account to find out the gross profit or gross loss. We prepare trading account to find out the gross profit or gross loss. Let's do that. अभी क्या करोगे? Same balancing strategy. Same balancing strategy what we did in ledger account. First check करो which side is greater. 99% of your syllabus, in fact I won't be wrong in saying 100% of your syllabus, trading में credit should be greater. देखो क्रेडिट का टोटल कितना है? 5 and 40. 5,40,000. क्रेडिट का टोटल इज 540. नाउ टेक डेबिट का टोटल 25. 2 and 3, 325. 345. Let me check once again. 120, 320. Yeah. क्रेडिट का टोटल 540, डेबिट का टोटल 345. 540 ज्यादा. Write at both the places 5,40,000. Both the places 540. 540 में से 345 को माइनस करो. This will be 195. So 195 का बैलेंस you keep it here. 195 का बैलेंस will come here. Now the motive object of preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit or gross loss. Now the question is, ये profit है या loss? When you make profit, only when you sell goods at a higher price. Now see, if my credit side is more, because sales is also an income. If my income side is more than expense, that means there is a profit. So credit side ज्यादा है, difference debit में है. This is a credit balance and therefore it will be a gross profit. ध्यान रखना, very important for FYJC objective also. Credit balance of trading account is gross profit. Now तुम लोग सोचोगे, you all will think ना क्रेडिट बैलेंस है लेकिन ये तो डेबिट साइड पे लिखा हुआ है, तो क्रेडिट बैलेंस कैसे हुआ? नो, अंडरस्टैंड, डेबिट साइड पे क्यों लिखा है? बिकॉज क्रेडिट साइड इज मोर, डेबिट साइड इज शॉर्ट, सो द डिफरेंस इज ऑन द डेबिट साइड. So this is nothing but credit balance and this is nothing but my gross profit. And what you will do here is you will write there to gross profit carried down. You will write here to gross profit carried down. Why I have written carried down? Because it will be carried forward to the next account, that is P&L. वो कैसे करने का? That we will see in the next class. So this is the way you will make trading account. To gross profit carried down 1,95,000. And again I am repeating, this is a credit balance. Suppose मेरा debit side ज़्यादा होता, difference would have come here, that would be my gross loss. Debit side ज़्यादा होता, difference would have come here, it would be my gross loss. But here credit side is more, difference is here, so 195 gross profit, and debit minus credit would have been my loss. But as I told you, it's very rare that FYJC level में तुम्हें gross loss आएगा. So main motive of preparing trading account is to find out the gross profit, and this is the way you will do. Got it? Now as I told you, there are two columns. मैंने बोला था फर्स्ट सम में फर्स्ट कॉलम का जरूरत नहीं है. इन द सेकेंड सम आई विल रिक्वायर बोथ द कॉलम्स, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड तो लगना ही है, ये कॉलम का भी जरूरत पड़ेगा. क्यों? व्हाई? वी विल सी नाउ व्हेन आई स्टार्ट द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. आई जस्ट हैव वाटर एंड कम. ओके गाइस, चलो let's take second question. Let's read. I have kept the same items but couple of extra points where you'll be needing the first column. Let's see. From the following information, prepare trading account in the books of Mr. Sanket for the year ending 31st December 19. Opening stock 40,000, purchases 3 lakhs, sales 6 lakhs. Now see the two new points. Purchase return 20,000. Now what you do, because there is purchase return, purchase के left side पे put a mark, purchase के left side पे put a mark. And for your benefit I would suggest ये question तुम लोग लिख लो, but anyway if you are not writing you all know how to put a mark. Okay, so purchase पे एक dot आएगा. Next line, sales return, put a mark on sales. So because of purchase return, mark on purchases, and because of sales return, mark on sales. Because of purchase return, mark on purchases, and because of sales return, a mark on sales. Wages 1,50,000, carriage inward 10,000, closing stock 60. So in addition to sales return and purchase return, rest everything is the same. Okay, chalo, let's start. Heading in the books of Mr. Sanket, trading account for the year ending 31st December 19. When I say year ending, you will write the last day of the year. Okay, so opening stock 40,000. What I told you, opening stock is the stock on the first day of the year coming from the previous year. So same logic, I will write here to opening stock account, that is 40,000. To opening stock account, that is 40,000. Purchases. When I say purchases, goods come in. Goods come in, so I will debit. Now just be careful. Now you all know the logic, but ध्यान दो. Previous sum में there was no purchase return, there was no mark, so I put it in the second column. Now you have put a dot, you have put a mark on purchases. So wherever you put a mark, वो क्यों मार्क किया, you will change sometime. Wherever you put a mark, you will put it not in the second column but in the first column. So कितना है 3 lakhs. So put purchases in the inner column 3 lakhs. Purchases put in the inner column 3 lakh rupees. So two purchases 3 lakhs inner column में लिख के एक लाइन छोड़. Next, sales 6 lakhs. Sales, goods going out. We know very well, we will put it on the credit side first line. We will do that, but there is sales return जिसकी वजह से हमने मार्क किया है. So exactly same what you did for purchases. By sales account, that is 6 lakhs, put it in the inner column, leave a line. By sales account 6 lakhs, put it in the inner column and leave a line. Okay, so by sales account 6 lakhs, put it in the inner column and leave a line. Now guys, see why we have left line at both the places. Purchase return 20,000. You all know what is return, starting में किया है. Also we have done in detail in subsidiary books का chapter. Today I buy goods. Goods purchase किया. After I receive the goods, I come to know the goods are defective. So अगर goods are defective, I return it back to the supplier. Supplier is the person who has given me the goods. मैं उसको return कर दूंगा, भाई ये नहीं चाहिए, बराबर नहीं है. So now listen. When I prepare the trading account, the figure which comes in the second column, when I prepare trading account, the figure which comes in the second column will be the net amount. Net means after deducting returns. The figure which comes in the second column will be net after deducting return. So this purchase return of 20,000 will be deducted from purchases. So less purchase return, that is 20,000. So 3 lakh minus 20,000, 2 lakh 80,000 will be my net purchases. So 3 lakh minus 20,000, 2 lakh 80,000 will be my net purchases. Getting it? I'll repeat again. Final figure of purchase which has to come outside is net, that is after deducting the returns. Next, sales return 50,000. Same thing. Purchase net figure, sales net figure. So the amount of sales which will come outside, will be net sales, that is after deducting the returns. So from sales, deduct sales return, that is 50,000. So 6 lakh minus 50, 550 will come outside. 6 lakh minus 50, 550 will come outside. Clear with this? So purchase net amount will come outside after deducting purchase return. Sales net amount will come outside after deducting sales return. Okay? Sales net amount will come outside after deducting the sales return. Clear guys? Rest is standard. Wages, as I told you, direct expense. Debit side पे क्या आएगा? Goods coming in and direct expenses. So to wages account 1,50,000. Same carriage inward. What is carriage inward? Carriage or transport charges paid on purchase of goods. So I will debit here. So to carriage inward that is 10,000. And the last closing stock, what I told you, बचा हुआ stock, remaining stock, unsold stock of the current year which will go in the next year. So come to the credit side by closing stock, that is 60,000. Got it, guys? So as compared to the previous sum, the only point was purchase return, sale return. So you followed, हम दो column क्यों बनाते? Because of this only. Got it, guys? That's it. Now the rest is novel. Let's see the total of debit and credit. Credit 550 plus 60, 610. Debit 40 and 80, 320, 320 and 150, 470, 480. Let me check once again. 160, 240, 440, 480. Yeah. So credit side higher 610. दोनों जगह लिख लो 6,10,000. 610 में से मैं ये माइनस करूंगा तो 1,30,000. So the difference is 130. Again I'll repeat, difference is on the debit side because credit side is more. So this is a credit balance and therefore you will call it as gross profit and you will write there carried down. To gross profit and you will write there carried down. Very important, I told you, commonly asked objective question not only in SYJC board but also FYJC. Credit balance of trading account is gross profit. So to gross profit carried down 1,30,000. Clear? And when I say carried down, it goes to P&L, profit and loss, that we will see in the next class. As I told you, I am going in a very systematic way, slow and steady, gradually, so that you all get this concept properly. And I don't want my students or those who are watching this video to mug up the subject accounts. I told you on the very first day also, mug up nahi karna hai accounts, you have to do it logically. Got it, guys? So that's it. I wound up this session. What we have done, we studied the concept, what is exactly final accounts, what are the motives, to know the profit loss, gross profit, net profit, to know the financial position, that is preparation of balance sheet, to know the status of assets and liabilities. This was the first class. I told you कैसे जाना है. Next class में we will see finding out of net profit. I cannot find out the net profit till the time I don't get the gross profit. So next class में we will study new point preparation of P&L in addition to trading account. Trading account तो बनाना ही है, उसके बिना P&L बन नहीं सकता. So trading account and then profit and loss account, and after that third lecture में trading, P&L and balance sheet with one basic adjustment, and from the fourth class full-fledged sum. So that's it, guys. I wind up here. Before we meet in the next class where we'll be studying the new point of preparation of P&L, see to it that you all are thorough with the concept of trading account, because 50% of the sum में यही आने वाला है. Additional 50% will be profit and loss. That's it, guys. See you all in the next class, and please do revise these two sums before we meet. Till then, take care, guys.